Welcome to the IREL podcast. Are you sick and tired of real estate gurus pitching their next free construction deal only to find out years later they were completely wrong? Worried the next overseas conference you spend thousands to attend will only be used to sell overpriced lots in deserted developments? Join thousands of other international real estate seekers who are looking for their place in paradise without the sales pitch. Straight from your host, Taylor White.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Week 4 episode of the IREL podcast. I'm your host, Taylor White. Head on over to irelpodcast.com/week 4 for complete show notes. We have a direct and quick hitting show today with yours truly, and I really want to give you some personal thoughts on this week's episodes, some behind the scenes information you might have missed, and reminding you about what direct truly means. On Monday, in episode 9, we heard Alex Hernandez from Rabbit International in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, break down why someone who travels extensively all over the U.S. and Europe believes Santo Domingo is an excellent Caribbean location you should consider. What you might have missed from Alex is that his Rabbit International is one of the leaders when searching for real estate online in Santo Domingo and has several agents on staff speaking multiple languages, which opens the doors to a wider net when buying, renting, and selling real estate in the Dominican Republic. I know through personal conversations, Alex was a little apprehensive appearing on the podcast as English isn't his first language. But I really think it's important to give accurate representations of what the on-the-ground perspectives truly are. No doubt when buying in France, most real estate professionals you come across won't speak English as a first language, and the same can be true with dozens and dozens of locations worldwide. On Tuesday, in our Check Book IRA episode, we heard Jordan Sheppherd from Check Book IRA detail how any investor can use truly self-directed IRA LLCs in real estate. What you might have missed from Jordan is that his company has clients in all 50 states in the U.S., as well as over 30 countries, and I'm completely impressed with the family-style operation his father, sister, and himself have put together. If you head on over to his website, you will see the incredible blog posts, client case studies, and videos that go into detail about all the ins and outs on a not-so-easy concept for most people to grasp. On Wednesday, in episode 10, we heard Terry Moran from Moran Real Estate in Lake Arenal, Costa Rica, explain why the youngest real estate broker in the history of the U.S. Virgin Islands decided to move lock, stock, and barrel to the little-known Costa Rican location of Lake Arenal. What you certainly didn't miss from Terry, and a trait we have seen throughout each podcast episode with lifelong real estate professionals such as Terry, Mike Vitovich, Brock Squire, Mike Sager, and others, is the more experience an insider gets and the more places they have been, the more I value and listen to what they have to say. To give you an example, when is the last time you heard someone say the beaches of Costa Rica aren't really all that nice and has dozens and dozens of other places he has been worldwide to compare them to? As you've heard me say it before, when someone the caliber of Terry is talking about their amazing stories and on-the-ground insights, it's a good idea to shut up, grab a piece of paper and pencil, and listen close. On Thursday, in our Questions 2 episode, you heard me answer 2 questions about what constitutes overseas real estate, and then break down what the difference is between taking advice from some guru thousands of miles away and then listening to one of our insiders who lives, breathes, and deals with everyday life in the location they are talking about. Of course, I also don't want to leave out direct from the source insiders like Jordan Sheppherd from Check Book IRA, Mike Hurrigan from Shoeboxed, and then John Jonas from Replace Myself. Instead of employing writers who hypothetically tell you how you may or may not be able to use a self-directed IRA LLC to invest in real estate and then more than likely get their facts wrong, I instead go directly to the source. Don't forget to head on over to our show notes page where each podcast episode contains easy links to listen on our site, iTunes, and Stitcher Radio. We transcribe every word of every podcast episode and upload it via PDF in case you want a hard copy to read or share it with friends and family. We have created nice but simple YouTube videos of each episode if that is your preferred method of listening. And if you're a real estate professional and want to share your amazing stories and on-the-ground insights like Alex, Jordan, and Terry from this past week, you have an easy way to find out more information. Just head on over to irelpodcast.com/week 4 to get started. Tune in next week as I speak with Matt Ridgway about Santiago, Chile, Kathy Gonzalez about Cuenca, Ecuador, Andy Peck from Trusted House Sitters, and much more.
You have been listening to the IREL Podcast with Taylor White. Be sure to hit up IRELpodcast.com for more. That's IRELpodcast.com. Thanks for listening.